friends, so today I'm in Richmond, Virginia with my friend Gabby. Say hi, Gabby.
Hi.
We're having a little girls weekend and Richmond has some really cute like indie bookstores. So I thought it would be fun to do a video where we like go book shopping together. We're gonna walk around the city, go to some cute bookstores, and I'm going to take you along with us for this cozy little book shopping vlog. So let's go. Hello, I'm back, and I bought entirely too many books. So our first stop, we actually went to the Edgar Allan Poe Museum, which I do have some vlog clips, and I will probably include some. I wasn't really anticipating buying anything there, but they actually had a really cute bookshop, and after going through the museum, I was like certainly inspired to read some more Poe. I have read some like in school and things, but now I really like want to read all of his stuff because the museum was super interesting. Would definitely recommend if you're ever in Richmond. It was a super cute museum. We did everything in like an hour. It was really well put together. It was funny. It was very informative, very like just well done. I liked it a lot. I did actually buy 3 books there. Which is stupid, but that's okay. I had to get these because they had sprayed edges and this one had some stuff I was super interested in reading after going through the museum. So 2 of these books works from Edgar Allan Poe. This one is The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, and it is just like this beautiful edition. I could not pass this up. And this basically has his like most famous short stories and poems in it. Everything in here is fictional, but I just couldn't like not leave without this. It's so beautiful. And then I also got this Penguin Classic, which is the science fiction works of Edgar Allan Poe. I learned a lot in the museum that Edgar Allan Poe was really a super like innovative voice in the science fiction genre. Like he not only created the detective story and had a lot of impact on horror writers today, but he also like came up with a lot of science fiction elements that we know and love today. And he also wrote this essay in this book called Eureka, which he thought was like his magnum opus, and basically describes his theory of the universe and introduced like a lot of theories, and it was one of the first like conceptualizations of the Big Bang Theory, which I thought was like super interesting learning about that in the museum. And also there's a story in this book called like the Old Ragged Mountains or something like that, but they're based on the mountains of Virginia, which is like where I grew up, and I'm interested to read that story. So those 2 things in particular were the reason why I wanted to pick this one up, and just to kind of like trace the origins of science fiction. I thought that was super interesting. And then this book I got because it matched The Raven, but also because I like really want to read this one, and this is The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. This is like a lesbian classic. It is a horror novel set in like this haunted house. I really don't know a ton about it. I know there was a TV show on Netflix. I tried to watch it. I thought it was kind of boring, but I do really want to read the book, mostly because it is a staple in like queer literature, and it sounds just fun and spooky and perfect for October. All right, so those are the 3 books that I got at the Edgar Allan Poe Museum. And then the next place we went was Fountain Books, and this is probably like my favorite bookstore in Richmond. It is super cute. It is an indie bookstore with exclusively new books. They have a lot of like cool events there, and like local authors sign their books, and I don't know, it's just a really cute shop. Would recommend this one. This one was probably my favorite of the ones we visited today. I also purchased 3 books there because I am insane, as we have established. The first book I got was The Spirit Bears Its Teeth by Andrew Joseph White, and this book has been on my radar for a little bit because the author went to the same university as me, George Mason University here in Virginia, and so they had a copy of this at a Virginia independent bookstore, and it was signed, so I just like had to pick it up. This is basically a horror novel set in the early 1800s. It follows a main character who is trans, so they're dealing with being trans in the 1800s, but they're also like sent away to this school/insane asylum. So I think it's supposed to be like gothic horror, queer issues, things that I love. So I'm very excited for this one, and just because of the author, I think it is super cool. And I also picked 10 Things That Never Happened by Alexis Hall. This just came out recently and is a contemporary romance set in the same world as Boyfriend Material and Husband Material, if I'm not mistaken. But this book follows 2 different characters. So Sam and Jonathan work together. Jonathan is technically like the CEO of the company that Sam works for, and Jonathan actually calls Sam in to fire him, but on the way there, Sam trips and falls, and he decides to fake that he has amnesia instead of dealing with this stressful situation of potentially being fired. So Jonathan like ends up being very nice, helping take care of him, but Sam actually remembers everything. He didn't actually have amnesia. So yeah, basically as they get closer and the relationship develops, Sam is like, oh shit, I really probably should tell him that I don't actually have amnesia, and I've been lying to him this whole time. So this book sounds perfect, like the Alexis Hall I know and love, so I'm super excited to pick this one up. It just came out, so I had to get this one for sure. Another recent release that I picked up is Time to Shine by Rachel Reed. This is a male Christmas hockey romance, and it sounds so good. I believe it's Grumpy Sunshine, and it follows follows these two players who are on the same team. One has just been called up from the farm team and he's really grumpy, doesn't feel like he really fits in. The other one treats him like an old friend and actually asks him to move in with him. They begin to be roommates and are together for the holidays, I believe, and despite his prickly exterior, they end up falling for each other. Sounds super cute. I love Rachel Reid, so I'm very excited for this one as well. So that's what I got at Fountain Books, and then we were going to go to, I think it's called Small Friend Books and Records or something like that, but it was closed, which I was so disappointed. It was closed like yesterday and today for some like unknown reason, so it was probably good for my wallet and good for my suitcase, like going home. But unfortunately it was closed. It looked really cute though, so if you're here you can visit there. So since Fountain was really the only bookstore I had gotten things at so far other than the Poe Museum, we decided to stop into Barnes. This is the Barnes & Noble that's on the VCU campus, but it was super huge. It had like all the college stuff, but it also did have like a pretty decent selection of regular books. Like it's a regular Barnes & Noble, it's just at the college, and also includes college stuff, textbooks, that kind of thing. So guess how many books I got there? 3. At least it's like satisfying that I got 3 at each stop. The first book I found in Barnes was How to Bite Your Neighbor and Win a Wager by Deanne Bryn, which I have never heard of this book. I literally just picked it up on a whim because the cover looked cute to me. And it's a male vampire, like almost fake dating kind of trope romance. It literally sounds right up my alley. I love a supernatural male romance. Like this sounds exactly like the shit I read on Kindle Unlimited all the time, but in book form. In physical book form. So I had to get this one. I thought it sounded super cute and I'm very excited to read it. And then next I picked up the second book in the Locked Tomb series by Tamsin Muir. This is Harrow the Ninth. The first book is Gideon the Ninth, and this is a continuation of the story. This one I guess is following the POV of Harrow. I think it picks up right where the first book left off. If you didn't know, this is basically a sci-fi lesbian necromancers in space trying to solve a riddle, Hunger Games mashup. Like all those things in one book. I read the first book in a recent reading vlog where I read queer sci-fi books and I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4.5 stars. I thought it was awesome, so I'm very excited to pick up the second book, and I've been meaning to do it for a while, so when I saw it I was like, I'm gonna get that one too. So I did. And last but certainly not least, I picked up Camp Damascus by Chuck Tingle. I've been wanting to read this one for a while. I'm always tempted by it when I see it, so I decided to just go ahead and get it today. This is a horror book and it's set in a conversion therapy camp in Nevada. It's supposed to be creepy and thrilling and horrific, and I just am very intrigued by the concept and I'm very excited to read this one. I've heard like awesome immaculate reviews, so that makes me even more excited. So these are all the books that I acquired on my day book shopping in Richmond, Virginia. This is entirely too many, but I'm so excited for all of these. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow me on social media, those are linked down below. If you want to support my channel, you can subscribe, like this video, hit the bell notification, leave me a comment, anything like that. I would very much appreciate it, and I love chatting with you guys in the comments anyway. So if there's especially if there's a cute bookstore that you know of in Richmond that I missed, please let me know because I will definitely go there the next time I'm here. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you being here and hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.